And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After a long break, because of my birthday, with me turning 27, we are going to go off to the Megacorp games at long last. Was originally to go off to the Deep Space Disposal Facility, but unfortunately, I thought I'd do the Megacorp games first because, you know what, I enjoyed that level better than the Deep Space Disposal Facility because I didn't really like that level because it's also a space mission and I know how much I absolutely dislike those. So with that being said, this is an opportunity for me to try out my newly required bouncer. What it is, it's a weapon that fires one giant bomb and splits into clusters whenever it hits anything. Right. And there's a bunch of mooks over there, so they're going to destroy me. So with that being said, let's get rid of these guys. Also, most notably, the clusters actually follow the enemies wherever they are. If there are any as well. And if you're wondering what that dynamo switch is for, well, we're going to find out in the next part. Yeah, right. But we're going to go through to the arena first before tackling the hoverbike races. In my opinion, the hoverbike races are a lot more, you know, much more frantic than the ones in Planet Barlow. While the arena battles are a lot more intense as well than the ones in the Maxar Resorts. Goodness gracious me, what is that? What are they doing? Yeah, I completely missed that entirely. Also, on the way there, it is a real good opportunity to stock up on cash. If you've already got low on those, then I think it's a good opportunity alongside the arena battles as well. And the Megacorp and those hoverbike races. Oh, and at this point, this is where the AI gets a bit cheap at times. You actually try and fight them with the groups, but unfortunately they also have cannons which can actually be a bit of a disadvantage. And if you can see there, I'm really starting to stack up the goods on the EXP. There we go, getting rid of these big boys. Die! And also notably, if there isn't any enemy in sight, they'll just bounce around mindlessly until they actually burst. They do actually burst after a few seconds, so try and find a target which can actually destroy them. I don't know why I did that. I just thought it would be random. But they do actually kill the birds. So with that being said, there's a skill point where you can actually destroy ducks. These things that fly away. This is the reason. I actually think it's duck season rather than rabbit season. Why did I not burst? Oh dear. That one. I think that fell into out through the bottom of the bottomless pit. So I don't think that would have worked anyway. Oh dear. I know. Guess what? I know what's going to come up. A rampaging dino. And yes, like their Barlow cousins, they actually bite whenever you actually go near them. So don't go near them. That's my advice. Yeah, we got a platinum bolt. So I think there's only 2 platinum bolts. And whilst there isn't one in the hoverbike race, that is made up with a nanotech boost. Yes, there are 2 nanotech boosts in there as well. That is they're really useful for trying to get through the later parts of the game, because of the fact is, because much later on the enemies get more tougher and your chances of destroying any enemy or mooks will become much more increasingly apparent. And I'm nearly dead. Well, it's a good thing that my nanotech, the EXP bar was almost full, because I would have died. This proves how much this game is much more difficult compared with the original Ratchet Clank game. Apparently, someone actually thought the original Ratchet Clank game was a bit too much on the easy side, and I will agree it was a bit too easy. Although there are a few cheap stages, couple of cheap stages, especially that level, especially the storm level. Altanis, Gorda City. Yes, I remember its name now. Gorda City in Altanis. So what did they actually made it a lot more harder. Yes, much more harder than that of Altanis and some of the harder stages in the last game combined. But even those are no challenge compared to the stages in this game. My goodness. If you know how much of a big difficulty spike this game has, this is certainly the one that should to win that category and get that honor. Alright, so off to our next Dynamo target, and this has got to be one of the most platform-heavy puzzle area you can actually see. What we've got to do is to try and see if you could actually get through that area without actually falling off. It's a bit, and I have to be honest here, it's quite boring because of it. It's because of it being too slow. Oh dear. Right, let's get up there. Right, so we need to wait until the whole thing goes up. Oh, I would have done that. Ah, jumped in time, so at least jumped in time, so at least I'm in the clear. Right, and we're off. We got another checkpoint. Yes, that's good. Okay, so off to another area where there's a ton of mooks to destroy. Destroy those guys. And there are a couple of mook targets, so don't. So this is an attempt to actually try and throw you back. Try and throw you back until you actually get rid of. So you can actually not get rid of the enemies that easily. I kind of find myself using the bouncer quite a lot. Well, as well as that, you've also got there's a skill point which you can actually use, which you can only use the wrench in this one. Pretty much similar to that of Wrench Ninja 1, which is defeat Chainblade with the Omni Wrench. Only except you have to defeat every enemy with the wrench without help from any of the mooks whatsoever. Because otherwise that won't count. I think the skill point might be generous because some certain mooks do help use the would actually go to count towards the skill point. I'm not quite sure if that's the case, but honestly though, I think I'm better off using the wrench and try and lure them away from the cannon fire, which is a bit of a safe bet. Okay, so we're gonna go and see our good old friend, the shady salesman from the previous game who sold us that rhino. That being said, let's go.
Hey, you two going to the games?
Yeah? What's it to ya?
Oh, take it easy, Chief. I ain't looking for no trouble.
You are?
Just an honest man looking
really?
to make an honest buck.
I sincerely doubt that.
I agree,
Clank. To get into a sold-out arena. You're gonna need this Levitator to get in there.
Ooh, Levitator. For 20,000 bolts? You know what? I might as well go for it.
Nice doing business with you again.
Oh.
Time for me to, relocate.
Again?
The instructions are in Blargian.
Oh, this could be a problem.
It says here, tab A goes into slot B. Okay,
Maybe that could be Lombax language.
Remove your left arm.
But I don't think that is I don't think that counts until Ratchet Clank Future Series.
You know it.
Despite the fact that Ratchet is a freaking Lombax!
Hold down X to gain altitude. The Levitator stops functioning.
So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the glider's replacement, the Levitator. Unlike the glider, you pretty much it has limited fuel, so you have to use the boot. You have to use the flight. You have to use the flight fuel conservatively if you want to get through to a long jump distance. So with that being said, let's go over there. So we've got to do is to press X button and try and consistently use your jump, use your fuel. So with that being said, let's enter the battle arena and let's get going and get ready to rumble once again.
Are you ready for the main event?
I am ready and willing.
Gladiators in the galaxy. Ratchet.
At least he said his name right.
Metal Guy.
It's Clank, for God's sake.
Survive against the toughest gladiators in the galaxy. Let's get it on.
Ratchet is ready. Definitely ready and willing. And of course we had to start out with these guys. My goodness, did he just fall off? Oh my god. Okay, so we're introduced to these spider bots, which are kind of annoying, and they can actually lounge at you if you're not careful. So you have to either. So if you are running low on health, you have to either try and hit them with your wrench, or use anything that's got any ammo in it. Yeah, bomb glove. Well, I haven't really filled up using the vendors. Okay, so we'll have to get out the Symphonids. At least they'll try and help. Got Visbomb gun ammo. Okay, so we're going to use the Symphonids in order to destroy those mooks. And I really am on a rampage. Yeah. They actually have some of the lights changed as compared to the last arena battle. You know what? Fuck this. I'm whipping out my lava gun. I haven't used that for a lot. I haven't used that since Planet Joba. Mostly because I wanted to use the classic weapons because of the fact that I had to get them for a skill point. Fuck's sake. Oh no, Slicer. Oh no, Slicers! Not the Sonic the Hedgehog enemy, these sphere things. These spherical assholes. And also there are traps there. Like, there are fan traps, there are fire traps, and there are fire traps as well. But not as hazardous as the lava mines. Die. Right. Let's destroy these guys. Let's flame these guys to oblivion. Flame grill. I want my metallic enemy crispy and fried with a flame grilled topping. No, sorry, wrong one. So sorry, wrong line. I'm sorry, that is a wrong restaurant. If you want to flame grilled topping, go eat at Joe's. And we have completed it. And for completing this battle, we've got the gravity boots. So the next battle we're going to do is the one for the Infiltrator, the cage match for the Infiltrator.
Gravity boots will allow you to walk or jump on any magnetic surface.
Well, the cage match is going to show us. We're going to show off how it's done with the Infiltrator. I need to fill up on the bounce ammo, which is pretty much something that I love to do. And we also get access to the plasma coil and the spider bot glove.
Time for a cage match.
One of my favorites, the cage matches. And my goodness, the cage matches are one of my favorites in these arena challenges because they are anti-gravity, and you can actually use the gravity boots to actually walk on these surfaces. This is how I'm going to be trying out how the gravity boots work. The gravity boots actually works exactly the same way as the magnetic boots, only except this time around, unlike the last game, you can use any weapon and you can jump, which is a massive improvement over the last game's magnetic boots. Whereas in the last game, Ratchet only can use his wrench, he can't use any of his other weapons, nor can he jump. And this one actually is. You can actually use weapons on this, is of course a much needed improvement over the last one. And with that being said, this one was a much more shorter and easier battle compared relative to the last battle. There we go. And we got the Infiltrator, which is used for puzzles, unlocking stuff. Alright, time for the Arachnoid battle. Let's do this!
The terror of Terrantia. It's shocking.
Let's do this!
Give it up for the Arachnoid.
This is it, Arachnoids. I'm gonna destroy you. Whenever you do actually get close, you'll just jump. Oh, for God's sake! Alright, so we're gonna go to the quick select and select my weapons. The Cosmic Crunch. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So we're gonna use these to destroy the Arachnoid. No, that doesn't do much damage, so I think I might use the wrong weapon. Whenever I get close, it'll just move over to the other side of the... It'll just move to the other side. And he keeps moving as well, which is really annoying. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Right, get off me. Oh, I just wasted a round on that, on the Arachnoid trying to move over. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Stop moving about! Apparently the camera also glitches out in this version as well.
Ratchet is taking a beating.
But not before the Arachnoid is gone.
Is at the end of his rope.
And with that being said, we've done it. Whee! Going down. And we are done with this part. It's Clank! Stop trying to say Metal Guy. And with that being said, we have done it for this part. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next time for when we take on the next bunch of challenges and we go on to the Hoverbike races before moving on to the deep space facility. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next part.